The culture of New Orleans people has always informed the complexity of its language, art, food, and the beauty of its families. But the post-Katrina reality of New Orleans is that the Black people who bleed breath into a society celebrated by the world are not provided with the basic tools to nurture healthy outcomes.
New Orleans, at one point, was a thriving city that had a number of commerce and Fortune 500 companies and those type of things. And then something happened. And the only thing that we have left almost at this point is one Fortune 500 company that pretty much has a monopoly. We are literally functioning off of the revenue of tourism. It's much more apparent now because the Black neighborhoods have literally been depleted of commerce, almost to the T. Now we got to go pick up Momo from 7th Ward, bring her uptown to go see her doctor because the doctor's office is uptown now and she can't walk. The Circle Food Store, which is literally on the Claiborne corridor, it has trouble staying open. It's the only grocery store within this 2-mile radius that service the Black community.
How do you expect us to survive? Yet, we are the ones that you parade us around, literally and figuratively, to bring billions of dollars a month to the city and the state. So that took a huge toll on our community. Not just those people losing their jobs, but our young people then losing a sense of structure and a sense of, another sense of motherhood and fatherhood and community. When we talk about the direct correlation between lack of economics to crime, the lack of proper education to crime, it is a direct correlation.
These children are being victimized in homes that are I don't even have the right word for that to know the information that I've discovered this year.
We right now have a governor who is trying to take juveniles, youth, from a juvenile facility and bring them to an old death row wing in Angola State Penitentiary. When I was 10 years old, I was incarcerated in, at the time, was the worst juvenile facility in the country. I was convicted of 1 count of attempted murder, 2 counts of aggravated battery for defending myself, actually. My first 30 days, I was in solitary confinement, 23 hours a day, 1 hour out. And sometimes we didn't even get that. It was traumatizing, still to this day. Do you understand, like, the mental instability that's about to happen to these young people?
There's a great need for mental health here, a great need. The crime here has just ballooned into something that's inconceivable. I personally have lost 7 of my friends to domestic violence. 7. 7 of my friends have been killed by their spouse or boyfriend. So that is heartbreaking for me in a way I can't even articulate. When you think about your friend losing their life like that.
You know, when we look at the history of New Orleans, we're talking about not just the history of New Orleans, but when we're talking about the history of just this place in general, we have developed so much in a culture of violence. We've developed so much in the culture of poverty. We've developed so much in the culture of mental anguish and angst. So the thing is, right, how to be well in an unwell society.
If you believe in the power of culture and art to be the foundation of human development, then Ashé is the place for you to be. We truly believe that culture is the other vitamin C. It's how we operate, it's how we move. It rises from the cracks in the concrete around us. So we just try to harness that power of that culture. And we know that everything about New Orleans is based on African nativity and culture.
So one program that I came up with is called Building Immunity in the Community, Ancestral Remedies for Modern Times, right?
We're looking at holistically at wellness, but at the same time empowerment. At the same time, while we're looking at, we can't just look at hypertension, diabetes, cardiovascular health, because what's choking us is the stress. So you utilize culture first, then you do the modifications within the beauty of that culture. Thereby you respect that culture. And that's what has been lost in so many of the academia, public health, medical systems. You don't respect the culture.
And so this is where we talk about this idea of radical hope, and then I have to marry that with that idea of righteous eruption. Like, those two have to be together so that we can not only just fight for what we believe in, but also do it in a righteous way that makes the whole systemic situation know that we rise up for not only just for ourselves, but for our company, for our organization, for our family, for our networks, for our neighborhoods, for the very 5 children that she's raising, the 2 that I'm raising. There's a necessity for us to be as aggressive as they have been to deny us.
Same energy.
You know what I'm saying? We come with the same energy.
We deserve to live long lives surrounded by supportive communities and safe neighborhoods. We have a right to affordable, accessible, and quality housing, food, and health care. It is here we proclaim, I deserve it, where the collective I comes together, unified, dignified, and aware, empowered by one another's existence, knowing we are all deserving of every good thing this life has to offer.